Good morning. All right. So for those of you that don't know me, my name's Epigmenio Gonzalez. I'm the district engineer here for TXDot Laredo District, and I welcome you to our groundbreaking for the State Loop 20, also known as Cuatro Vientos, and the Lomas del Sur Overpass project. So I will serve as the master of ceremonies for this event. So again, thank you for joining us today. I'm going to ask that you please stand for the presentation of colors by the Laredo Police and Fire Department's Color Guard Unit. Oh, okay. I'm told they're not here. I'm sorry. Okay. Well, I guess in lieu, I guess since you all are standing, please join me in reading the Pledge of Allegiance. So, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So, as it is customary, before we get started, I want to go ahead and acknowledge some of our elected officials and other guests. So, but before I do that, I wanted to thank the United Independent School District Superintendent Dr. Gerardo Cruz and the UISD School Board of Trustees for hosting today's event here on the campus of Octavio Salinas Elementary School in a safe zone. A big shout out goes to Mr. Alfonso Peña, the UISD Director of Facilities Maintenance and Operations. He fielded our request to hold this event here with the superintendent's approval, of course. Mr. Peña was extremely gracious and meticulous in every aspect. So again, thank you for that. So now I'll go ahead and introduce our guests and elected officials. So I would like to introduce Mr. Alejandro Alex Meade III, Commissioner from the Texas Transportation Commission. Ms. Jessica Contreras, representing the Honorable Judith Saffarini, Dean of the Texas Senate. The Honorable Henry Cuellar, U.S. Representative, District 28. The Honorable Dr. Victor Trevino, Mayor, City of Laredo, and his lovely wife, Rosa Marquez de Trevino. The Honorable Jesse Gonzalez, Webb County Commissioner, Precinct 1, also an MPO County Representative. The Honorable Gilbert Gonzalez, City of Laredo, Council Member, District 1. The Honorable Ricardo Richie Rangel Jr., City of Laredo, Council Member, District 2. Also want to acknowledge Ms. Cigarroa, Council Member from the City of Laredo. And I also want to acknowledge Ms. Caroline Mays, Director of Planning and Model Programs for TXDot. And Dr. Gerardo Cruz, United UISD Superintendent. Okay. Also want to acknowledge Ms. Vanessa Perez, Councilwoman District 7 and Mayor Pro Tem. All right. All right. Well, thank you to everyone for your patience with this long-awaited ceremony. This event not only marks the beginning of construction for the State Loop Lomas del Sur Overpass project, but also paves the way to future highway infrastructure projects in South Laredo. South Laredo is on the verge of a major transformation, as we all know that. The city's transportation infrastructure continues to grow, fueled by population increase, expanding residential neighborhoods, major civic investments, and the need for long-term safe travel. This new State Loop 20 Lomas del Sur Overpass project, a joint project of TXDOT and the Laredo and Webb County Area MPO, is the first major step in a multi-phase effort to upgrade State Loop 20, also known as Cuatro Vientos Boulevard, into a future interstate. Cuatro Vientos is more than just a local thoroughfare. Currently, it is the only roadway in southeastern Laredo that allows uninterrupted commuter and freight traffic flow from south to north. The only thoroughfare in the southern growth zone is US 83 Zapata Highway. The significance of the Cuatro Vientos corridor is expected to grow further with the planned construction of a fifth international bridge between Rio Bravo and El Cenizo, as well as the future opening of the City of Laredo's 200-acre sports complex on State Loop 20 between Lomas del Sur Boulevard and Sierra Vista Boulevard. The Lomas del Sur overpass prioritizes safety. It features two main lane bridges, one for northbound traffic and one for southbound traffic, which were elevated above Lomas del Sur. Concrete traffic barriers in the main lanes will separate northbound and southbound traffic. The modular glare screens on top will prevent jaywalking. High mast illumination and standard roadway illuminations will significantly improve nighttime visibility. A new signalized intersection with shared use paths on both sides of the corridor will allow pedestrians and cyclists to cross State Loop 20 safely at Lomas del Sur. In addition to providing pedestrian protection, the design includes wider lanes, designated shoulders, enhanced signage, high mast illumination, and upgraded drainage systems. The curvature, turning radii, and elevations clearance all meet federal interstate design criteria. To ensure continuous traffic flow, a phased construction will be implemented, guaranteeing 2 lanes will remain open in each direction throughout the project construction. Most heavy construction activities, such as building the bridge, abutments, and retaining walls, will occur between the frontage roads away from traffic. This allows construction to proceed efficiently and safely while minimizing disruption to commuters and freight operators. The total construction cost for the project is approximately $49.5 million, made possible by 80% federal funding and 20% state funding. This project is funded in part by the Texas Department of Transportation's Highway Safety Improvement Program, a federally supported initiative aimed at reducing traffic-related fatalities and serious injuries on Texas roadways. Anderson Columbia Incorporated will build the proposed project. Construction will take approximately 520 working days, give or take, or just under 3 years. The project will be completed in 4 phases, and construction of the overpass at the closed intersection as well as the retaining walls will be in phase 1. Phase 2 will consist of constructing the northbound and southbound frontage roads, and phase 3 is constructing all the pedestrian elements. Phase 4 will include the final striping and signage for this intersection. Equally important are the shared use paths and sidewalks that ensure safe passage for all users, not just vehicles. With limited pedestrian infrastructure previously in place, the addition of these facilities substantially improves multimodal accessibility. Concrete traffic barriers with modular glare screens can save lives when placed in high-speed, high-traffic environments. While safety is the immediate priority, the project has been designed to support the corridor's future designation as Interstate 2. The Lomas del Sur overpass incorporates an interim to ultimate design strategy in anticipation of this designation. The current infrastructure can evolve with minimal adjustments to the entrance and exit ramps, allowing for a seamless expansion when the time comes. In short, the project was driven by community need, with safety as a top priority from the beginning. Every design decision reflects this commitment to safety and accommodates traffic and safety needs for the next 20 years. Our goal was to engineer a solution that protects lives today while preparing the corridor for tomorrow. We applaud our highway champions for help provided and the funding that we got for this project. Thanks to their persistence and determination to fund highway projects, as well as their hard work in both Austin and Washington, in close collaboration with the Laredo-Webb County Metropolitan Planning Organization and local and county leaders, we are breaking ground today. You made this day a reality, so thank you. I want to acknowledge also those who serve on the MPO Policy Committee. I'll start off by mentioning the Honorable Mayor, Dr. Victor D. Trevino, is the chair, and Webb County Judge Tano E. Tijerina serves as the vice chair. Representing the City of Laredo is Councilmember Ricardo Richie Rangel, District 2, Councilmember Ruben Gutierrez Jr., District 5. Representing Laredo Mass Transit, El Metro, is Councilmember Vanessa Perez, District 7. Representative Webb County is Commissioner Jesse Gonzalez, Precinct 1, and Commissioner John Galo, Precinct 3. And of course, representing TXDot is myself, yours truly, Epi Gonzalez. And a member at large, Mr. Jet A. Brown, Webb County Regional Mobility Authority. I also want to thank the MPO Director, Mr. Juan Mendive. I think I saw him. Juan, thank you. And MPO planners, Mr. Julio A. Niño, Eduardo Bernal, and Graciela Briones. I would also like to call on our elected officials and our guests for a few remarks, brief remarks. I'll start off with Mr. Alejandro Alex Mead, Texas Transportation Commissioner. Our first speaker is the member of the Transportation Commission overseeing statewide activities of the Texas Department of Transportation. Governor Greg Abbott first appointed him commissioner in March 2023. He is a native of Mission, Texas, and so I'll now introduce Mr. Alex Mead.
Good morning, everybody. Epi, thank you so much for putting this together. Let's give Epi a round of applause. The TXDot district does such a really good job with Roberto and Epi and the rest of the team here that I don't think they realized when they went to engineering school that they would end up being MCs and having to do the Pledge of Allegiance or do an audible for the color guard. So thank you for everything that you do, and thank you all for being here today. TXDot could not do what we do if it were not for our partners. Congressman, thank you so much for being here. I'm a former city manager, worked for cities my entire career, and I always relied on Congressman Cuellar for a lot of support. So I really appreciate you being here. Thank you. Let's give him a round, please. Thank you. And again, as a former city manager, I understand, Mayor. Thank you for being here. Things like this cannot happen if the county, Commissioner Gonzalez, and the other commissioners that are here, if we don't get together, right? I tell people finding funding is easy, finding consensus is hard, right? We will spend years trying to get consensus. The funding is there. It's just a matter of us working together to get the funding, and I think this is a testament to that. The Cuatro Vientos project here at the Lomas del Sur is a testament to that. We couldn't do it with the MPO, without the MPO dollars, right? We couldn't do it with the support of the city or the support of the county. And of course, with TXDot coming together. But it's projects like this that help communities grow. Again, this to me is an economic development project. I tell people TXDot is an economic development agency. We build roads with safety in mind. That's priority all the time. But at the end of the day, it's going to lead to growth. It's going to lead to future retail, future commercial, future residential. Those are all the things that you need to continue growing. And TXDot does that everywhere we go throughout the state, but we don't do it alone. We do it together with our partners. And I think it's, Laredo has understood the formula, which is the partnership, right? Mayor, you and I have met many times, whether if it's not a TXDot issue, it's with NatBank or it's with somebody else, but we have to work together because while we're not working together, some other city is working together or some county and city is working together. And that just allows that funding to go in that area. And so I want to commend you guys for this project. This is going to be huge, I think, for the region. Thank you all for again, working with TXDot and putting all the effort that goes with this project. We cannot do it without you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Commissioner Mead. So now our next speaker is representing Texas 28th Congressional District is the Honorable Henry Cuellar, who is serving his 11th term in the U.S. House of Representatives. He bases his legislative principles on the belief that education, family, and hard work should open the doors to new opportunities for all Americans. I introduce you the Honorable Henry Cuellar, Congressman. Please join us.
Thank you very much. Epi, thank you so much. I joined the commissioner. Thank you, not only you, Caroline, it's a pleasure seeing you, and everybody that works for the Department of Transportation. I see you got some interns also present also. So to everybody and the contractors, I want to say thank you so much. Thank you so much. Epi, I also want to thank you because the last time the commissioner and I were together, it was in the middle of the day. It was there, the loop 20 and 35. It was a little warmer than today. So I thank you for this cool weather that you brought here today inside doors. But again, Commissioner, it's always it's so good seeing you. You and I go back many years. It's good to have somebody from the border to be on the Texas Department of Transportation. It's good to have somebody that understands the way border community works. Somebody understands trade, somebody understands the economic development that we have down here at the border. So Alex, thank you for bringing your expertise. Thank you for everything you do for representing the whole state of Texas, but being the voice of the border in South Texas. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here today. I certainly want to thank the city, the mayor, the city council folks that we have here present today. Thank you. You all are great partners along with the county also. Jesse, it's always, I believe this is your area. You've been talking about this area and the other folks here. I want to say thank you so much. City and the county have been great partners with the state. And Mayor, thank you again, all of y'all, for providing this help, as the commissioner said, economic development. This is what we're talking about here. But before I say a few words, I got to say something since we're here at UISD. Where's Commissioner Cruz? Oh, there you are. Thank you again. The reason I want to mention here is since we're at school, he and I were communicating because there were some federal dollars that we appropriated, and the administration, I'm not getting political, but the administration put a hold on it, and it would have stopped millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars coming to UISD. And that would have disrupted the budget for UISD, especially as you get ready to start August. And not only UISD, LISD, and across the state of Texas, millions of dollars that were put on hold. The good thing, they let it go. They should have never put a hold on it. And I say that under Article 1 of the appropriations. We appropriate, and once we appropriate under the Constitution, that money is supposed to be flowing. So again, it's so good, Superintendent, that those dollars got released, and we can go ahead and continue with the school year that you all are getting ready. So thank you allowing us for being here today. And especially, there were a lot of good programs, but especially the ACE program. The ACE program is a money, federal dollars that we use to provide after school for our kids. And there are some kids that need that type of assistance so they can, keep up with school and all that. And that program, along with other programs, those dollars got released, along with the Job Corps also. That's a different story. We'll talk about the Job Corps, Mayor. I know you and I were working on that. Also, they're almost back to normal also. Those dollars, as you know, were released. That was not done by the administration. It was done by a court. But those dollars are back, and we got the teachers and we got some of the students back, not up to par, but we got those. And I have to say that, and I'm sorry to the transportation folks, but it's important since we're here at a school district. So Commissioner Meade, it's so good seeing you again. Caroline and everybody here, thank you for what you're doing. Epi, again, thank you. You and your team are incredible. You're everywhere. I know the last time we were together, we were with Vanessa talking about the Mines Road and looking at the overpass on that. And again, thank you. And I think we got a tour after this, still on. It's going to be a little warmer, so we'll take this off. But we're going to see a tour because currently we got over $1 billion of active construction dollars in Laredo and Webb County, the largest amount that we ever seen in our history. And again, it's progress, it's economic development, it's the jobs, and I think the contractors that we have here present here hire a lot of local folks, I hope, and making sure that we have the jobs and the economic development. With $1 billion in our area, this will totally transform what Laredo and Webb County is. So again, Epi, to you and your team, thank you for doing that. But today, we're not just talking about what we're going to be doing, turning over dirt. It's really turning a page in South Texas, or should I say South Laredo. We're here to talk about Lomas del Sur Overpass, a project that's going to make life better for the people that live, that work, and raise families here in South Laredo. For too long, the intersection of Loop 20 and Las Lomas del Sur has been a bottleneck and a daily frustration. Families stuck in traffic, students running late to school, to class, workers losing time just trying to get to work or trying to get back home. And that's about to change in the next 533 days. This project will reopen that close intersection, turn it into a modern, elevated overpass that lets traffic flow safely and efficiently underneath. It would include 2 main lanes in each direction with room to grow as the community grows. And Jesse and Commissioner Gonzalez, you know how fast this area has been growing. We're talking about adding frontage roads, building safe sidewalks, the share use that Epi talked about that are so important so people can walk and bike with confidence. And we're putting in new safety barriers to make sure that everybody's protected along the road. Now, let me tell you something. I'm proud that this project was built with people in mind, and it's about being built for people in mind. And again, this project, almost $50 million, 49.5. Together, the state, 20%, the federal government, 80%. I do have a bill that would change it, that the state has to match the 80%. Just kidding, on it. But this combined 80, I'm just kidding. 80, this combined dollars will really change a lot. And again, it's because of the bipartisan infrastructure bill that we passed a few years ago. We were able, as a part of the problem solvers, to get a few of my Republican friends to jump over because there was a straight Democratic vote. But it's always good to have bipartisan legislation. So the problem solvers, in a bipartisan way, we got some Republicans. Sorry we couldn't get anybody from Texas, but we got them from Nebraska and from Pennsylvania and from New York. And they were able to cross over and make this a bipartisan. So it became a project that sent billions of dollars to the state of Texas, historic amount of dollars. And there is an active website that you can see all the projects are going on here, not only in this area, but across the state of Texas. So again, I just want to say to all of y'all, thank you for being here. This is not just a road project, it's a people's project. It's about a nurse who can get to her shift on time. It's about a student who doesn't have to cross dangerous lanes to catch a bus. It's about a small business owner who can get deliveries out faster and keeps jobs right here in South Laredo. And when we invest in roads, we invest in people's time, in their safety and their ability to live life with a little bit less stress and a little bit more opportunity. We're not just talking about building concrete, we're talking about building trust in South Laredo. We're talking about building the future of South Laredo that it deserves. So let's keep going. Let's keep showing what happens when we all work together. The state, the federal government, the city, and the county working together along with the private sector. So to everybody who made this day happen, I want to say thank you. Thank you for making Laredo a better place to live. And Commissioner, again, I say this sincerely, I really thank you for being the voice for Laredo, South Texas, and the border region. Thank you so much. Thank you, Epi.
Thank you, Congressman Cuellar. Next guest is I'm pleased to welcome Honorable Dr. Victor Trevino, Mayor of the City of Laredo, and also the Laredo Webb County MPO Co-Chair, who was elected in December of 2022 and continues to lead Laredo with his responsible leadership.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. Dr. Victor Trevino, Mayor for the City of Laredo. It's great to see all these partnerships, federal, state, and local. This is how we get things done, and this is evidence of what we're seeing. Today's groundbreaking ceremony of the Loop 20 Lomas Del Sur Overpass is a significant step in progress as we continue to see infrastructure improvements that will improve the traffic flow, safety, and most importantly, the overall quality of life for our community. This is crucial in an area of Laredo that we're seeing growth and economic development. But in the larger picture, Port Laredo is the #1 port of entry in the Western Hemisphere that we all know, and the top 10 commercial crossings in the world. And our abilities and importance to the United States for the efficiency in transporting needed goods coming from Mexico and from all over the world. This will also benefit with these improvements. And as mentioned, Port Laredo will also see eventual complementary ventures on the 4-5 International Bridge, which will also benefit from these improvements. So all of these Loop 20 infrastructure improvements are crucial for our continued global competitiveness, economic growth, and regional mobility, and to enhance connectivity, which aligns with the plans to eventually upgrade in this area to interstate standards that will eventually be part of the I-69 West system. In summary, the future is bright for Laredo, and I look forward to seeing more of these ongoing improvements along the Loop 20 that will accommodate future growth and that ensure future prosperity for our community for years to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor Trevino. So our next speaker has dedicated his life to serving and protecting Webb County as a law enforcement officer from 2004 to 2017. He was elected to office and currently serves as the Webb County Commissioner for Precinct 1. Please join me in welcoming the Honorable Jesse Gonzalez.
Morning. Well, this is great. It's finally happening. Commissioner Meade, you have great staff representing Laredo and Webb County, and we're proud to be able to work together. Judge Tano Tijerina and Commissioner Gelo wanted to be here, but there were a few kinks here and there about the date, because obviously it's a lot of important people here and there's a lot of different schedules. So nevertheless, this project is finally getting, it's going to start construction. The vision started back in 2018, 2017 with me when I took office. There was an idea about connecting, making traffic mobility easier from east to south Laredo. And being part of the MPO, that's been helping push this project along with others that are pending, of course. This is the first of 3 overpasses that are coming to South Laredo, the second one being Sierra Vista and then Concord Hills, or vice versa, but it's going to be 3 altogether. Now, why connect south and east? Well, that's where it's growing. That's where mayor and the city council members can see the future growth. As you see, you have a canvas already that's halfway painted. We got to paint the rest. Now, from 83 South, the first thing that we saw was there was, again, TXDot funds in Webb County that were having a little bit of issues using those funds in the west side of the county back then in 2017, 2018. When we moved those CTIF funds to Worms or realignment, that's what sparked this big idea on what it was going to be. So the first thing was we built that road on the east side of Lomas del Sur, which we actually just renamed Lomas del Sur about a month ago, Mayor. So I think the ball's in your court with my brother, and it should be aligning pretty soon. That way it's easier for businesses and homeowners before they build. It has that same address line. So Lomas del Sur is going to continue extending and then merge with Wormser Road. The thing is that my brother, through the city council, working together with the great colleagues as well, and through the MPO, we're able to work together with county, city, TXDot, RMA, and we can do a lot of things. So now another project that the city is spearheading with my brother and the city is connecting Concord Hills to where this realignment will finish. So now you're going to be able to take Zapata Highway or 83 South, come eastbound on Lomas del Sur, go through the safely overpass newly built, and then of course come out on the east side of town on Concord Hills and 359. And it's not going to stop there. The county is pumping in a lot of monies together with TXDOT and MPO, of course, in the city to be able to connect 359 to 59. And that's besides the outer loop that's going to be coming pretty soon. So we're talking about growing pains, we're working on them. We're talking about projects that are needed, we're working on them. We have the funding, of course, thank you to our congressman and our senator that's not here, but we hear it all the time, 80-20, 50, whatever it is, the cash match, but it is always a work in progress and more than anything working together. So this for me is a great project. I've been in office 9 years and I've been talking about it for 9 years. So I'm proud to say this is gonna be a great tool for South Laredo. I mean, if you build it, they will come. We have ERs on the east side of that overpass already, waiting for it to be constructed. We're gonna have a Whataburger coming in, the sports complex coming in. It's gonna continue to boom, it's gonna continue to grow, and we're just so excited. Not to mention the 4-5 bridge, not to mention expanding Manganahain from 2 lanes to 5 lanes. We have a fire station that's being currently built in Manganahain. Water lines can come into Manganahain, of course, federal dollars, Congressman. My brother's also pushing to be able to construct, of course, together with the mayor and city council. Also, but I'm not gonna steal his thunder. I'll let him talk in a little bit. I'm going on and on, but it's just excited. It's exciting to be able to be a part of this, and we'll continue, EPI, to work together with TXDOT, MPO, City of Laredo, and the RMA. Congratulations to all of the TXDOT representatives that are here. It's been a hard-working project, and it shows. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Gonzalez. Our next speaker is the Honorable Gilbert Gonzalez, and he was sworn in to the elected position as District 1 Council Member in December of 2002. Please join me at the podium for some remarks.
Good morning, everyone. I'm just here on behalf of, my constituents and myself. This is my backyard. This area is so dear to us. I want to thank everyone. When I came in office and we were up there in Washington and in Austin, I would see Congressman and his staff, the conversations, and I was like, wow, these people really are looking ahead. They have our backs. I was so excited. And then just to come in office and keep representing. I know in the planning and zoning department, we have, rezoned. We have over 500 rooftops coming in the very near future. And by the time this overpass is completed, it seems like we're gonna have over 2,000 more rooftops coming in Southeast Laredo. So it's like a perfect storm. I wanna, again, thank everyone that's played a role in this. To my brother also, he was always talking to me about how important this was, and now it's becoming a reality. So I know I never thanked him for stealing his toys, but I thank him for this so much. We really appreciate that. When I came in office also, I was so excited about the MPO. I wanted to be a part of the team. I told the mayor, Mayor, when the time comes, there's so much growth in South Laredo. And he looked at me and he told me, you have a dog, right? You like animals? Yes. You can represent us in the animal shelter committee. But again, we only have 8 council members, so we spread out the wealth, right, Mayor? So thank you so much, Mayor. Miss Councilmember Vanessa Perez, we know how much dear your area is in the Mines Road area, but when all these approvals and changes come to our area, we know you're active in surveying the entire community. I know Councilmember Cigarroa also served there proudly, and this area is so dear to her. As Jesse mentioned, it'll connect Concord Hills, which is a great part of her area, very populated and stuff. So she was always also working hard in this conversations. So again, thank you so much, TXDot. We appreciate this so much, and I look forward to seeing the tour in a bit. Thank you all.
Thank you, Councilmember Gonzalez. So Senator Saffarini was unable to join us this morning, but we still wanted to recognize her and offer Ms. Contreras an opportunity to speak on her behalf. So the Honorable Judy Saffarini, she represents District 21 as from the Texas Senate, and she's the second highest ranking senator, the highest ranking woman senator, the highest ranking Hispanic senator, and the first woman ever to be named Dean of the Texas Senate. So speaking on her behalf, I would like to introduce Ms. Jessica Contreras.
Good morning, everyone. I'm representing Dean Senator Saffarini, who has asked me to share the following letter on her behalf. Dear friends, the official groundbreaking for the Loop 20 Lomas del Sur Overpass project truly is a momentous occasion. Unfortunately, its repeated rescheduling resulted in an important conflict and precluded my joining you today. I am delighted, however, that Jessica Contreras of my Laredo District Office will represent me to mark this transformative effort, reflecting our shared commitment to building a safer, more connected, and more prosperous Laredo. We are blessed that our local, state, and federal leaders work together to create a better tomorrow by investing in infrastructure that directly improves the lives of Laredo families and all who travel through our beloved hometown. This construction enables not only to address additional transportation needs, but also to prepare for future growth and opportunity. Connectivity is central to this initiative. Our new overpass will improve linkages throughout this rapidly growing area, enhancing access for residents, businesses, and travelers alike. Equally important is public safety, especially in the light of Texas Department of Transportation's estimate that more than 46,000 vehicles passed through the intersection of Loop 20 and Lomas del Sur Boulevard in 2023 alone. This project will offer a safer path for everyone who depends on this key corridor. The upgrades will enhance mobility by relieving traffic congestion, decreasing travel time, and improving productivity and quality of life. Our progress is facilitated by the collaboration of TXDot, local leaders, and our partners at the state and federal levels. Truly, our shared vision, coordination, and dedication brought us to this important milestone. Today's celebration is about more than roads and bridges. It's a reflection of what we can accomplish when we invest in our community, prioritize safety, and collaborate. The Loop 20 Lomas del Sur Overpass will stand as a symbol of our determination to build a stronger future for Laredo. Whatever your interest, role, or responsibility in making this project a reality, thank you. With appreciation and anticipation, Judith Saffarini, PhD, State Senator, District 21, Dean of the Texas Senate. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Contreras. Before I introduce our last speaker, I did want to mention Congressman Cuellar. I do remember that day last August, and this is a much nicer setup. So again, thank you to everybody that worked to have it here indoors. Indoor weather, indoor season is pretty long here in Laredo. So last but not least is our last speaker is Dr. Gerardo Cruz, who has dedicated over 27 years of his career to advocating for the educational excellence. He is now the superintendent of the United Independent School District and serves thousands of students in his district, including those in South Laredo, where we have a large group of schools that serve this community. Dr. Cruz, please join me for some remarks.
Well, good morning, everyone. Hope you are enjoying our air conditioning. You know, when this first happened, Mr. Peña, our facilities director, said, "Hey, Dr. Cruz, we have a request from TXDot. They want to use our facilities." And I go, "For what? It's a groundbreaking for Lomas Del Sur. But shouldn't it be outside?" He goes, "No, Dr. Cruz, it's going to be hot." And they were requesting air conditioners. So without a doubt, we made sure over the weekend, and I spoke to Mr. Peña yesterday, hey, be sure you have staff available. Make sure there's plenty of Freon and refrigerant to be sure that it gets nice and cool. So I hope you're enjoying that. So, on behalf of United Independent School District, I want to thank our local, state, and federal representatives for making this happen. We at United ISD, we're approximately 2,400 square miles. Of that, we're transporting approximately 25,000 students every day on a bus. So imagine that, all of our buses going through the loop. One of my first conversations when I came into United ISD was with, concerned parents over here in the South area at the LBJ, at the Molina Middle School and the surrounding communities. What is going to happen with the traffic congestion? My kids are getting late to school. I'm going late to work, and I said, well, let's be patient and let's work. Let's see what the government has to do. And I do have to say, as an end user, attendance. Very good. And government does work. We need to be patient with all the work that's going on in the TXDot right now in the northern part of the loop. I do want to appreciate and I do want to send my gratitude to those to the TXDot department for working with us, because we do have weekly, if not bi-weekly meetings with our staffs, particularly when it comes to our transportation department. Hey, there's going to be a road closure here. There's going to be a lane closure over there, and our transportation department has been involved in those conversations. But with the work that's going on here is going to make sure that we motivate our students to come to school, making sure that our parents want to bring their child to school, and at the same time, if we have infrastructure in place, we're going to have business, we're going to have residential. If you have residential, we have babies, and these babies will be coming to the United Independent School District, one of the premier school districts in South Texas in the region. We are a A-rated school district, serving approximately 41,000 students, over 6,000 employees, and every day they're giving it their best day in and day out to serve our community. And this is truly a testament to the work that's been going on here at the local, state, and federal level, to be sure that we meet the needs of our community, to be sure that we continue to grow and develop. And I want to thank all of you for being with us today and being a partner at United ISD and all of our neighboring school districts and our higher ed. So again, thank you very much, and let's have a great day.
Just really quick, I don't want to leave here today before thanking my colleagues for approving and looking at at Fire Station 16 when Chief Hurd came to council. His vision was there. He would tell me, he would ask and say, let's purchase the land property there because it's going to be so important in the future. So he was already thinking, his vision was great, and just with the overpass, we're going to increase the response time to our communities of Lomas del Sur, these schools, Pitamangana, Los Obispos, El Eden, all that area. So again, thank you to my colleagues. When Chief came to us and we approved this, I guess it's already, I believe it's already in the finalization, and we're going to be going out for bids in September, October. So thank you all so much, Chief. I appreciate your vision as a resident here in South Laredo. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Gonzalez, and Dr. Cruz as well for those remarks. So before we move on to our ceremonial groundbreaking in the schoolyard here outside, which symbolizes the official start of construction, I would like to thank TXDot Laredo District, Transportation Planning Development, Right-of-Way sections, and all the staff that had a part in making this project a reality, right? So there's probably a lot of folks here, too many to name, so I'm going to go ahead and ask everybody here at TXDot if y'all can just stand up here for a quick round of applause. That includes everybody in the bright orange shirts. I also wanted to especially recognize our TP&D Director, Roberto Rodriguez, and our Advanced Planning Engineer, Luis Villarreal. as well as our area engineer, Jose Vargas, and assistant area engineer, Denise Garcia. I don't see, oh, okay. All right. So Jose and Denise are the ones that are going to be overseeing the construction of this project. I also would like to thank our consultant, Lockwood Anderson Newman Incorporated, LAN, for the work that they did on the design of this overpass. So I understand Principal Tom Ellis and Bob Austin and Ricardo de la Parra are here. So again, thank you all for the work that you did on this project. Want to thank the City of Laredo City Manager Joseph Nebb and the City of Laredo Public Information Manager Noraida Negron for your assistance in the lead up to this event. Thank you to the Laredo Parks and Recreation Department Supervisor Tommy Ramirez and his staff for providing cover for the outdoor portion of the event. Thank you, TXDot staff members who attended this event, including our summer interns and the Laredo Police Department for your presence here today. We weren't sure if people were going to get a little rowdy here, but anyway, thank you. Thank you for being here. In closing, TXDot asks that drivers make the best and safest decisions behind the wheel and encourage others to do the same. It will take every driver to help us end the daily death toll of senseless deaths on Texas roads. Finally, I would like to invite our elected officials and guests to join us for the ceremonial groundbreaking and photo opportunity to mark the beginning of construction of this project. Incidentally, I think we have some area up front where we're going to be taking some pictures. Also, we have some refreshments for everyone, courtesy of Anderson Columbia Incorporated, the contractor for this project. So also, before I close out, just a reminder, please walk and drive safely as you leave this area and proceed to your destinations. Thank you for joining us today.
2, 3. Not higher.